Hey guys, it's Luke Deckard with Back 9 PT Performance. What we're going to look at today is the L5-S1 ELDOA, or the posterior chain fascial stretch, made famous by one of the French guy named Guy Voyer. So we're going to use this to kind of try to decompress the fascia on our backside. So we're going to need a wall. You're going to sit as close to it as you can, because then what we're going to do is rotate our feet up onto the wall and kind of just get them as high as we can. Now initially, what I want you to do here is just think about our head position and our eye position. So if you have a really forward head, we could use a pillow. I want your chin to almost be below your forehead. Your eyes, I want to kind of look down here lower, because again, we're going to be putting everything on our backside under tension. Now, if you have really tight hamstrings, the first step you're going to do is just kind of lay here and let them kind of just melt to a little bit more flattened position. So this is where you can have your phone, read a book, spend 3 to 5 minutes here, kind of just letting them melt down. So again, we've already got our head with our chin down a little bit, kind of tucked, eyes focused lower. Once these guys have melted, obviously then I do want you to try to get them straighter. So you're going to try to have them straight. Again, our head is down, butt's kind of melted down and spine to the floor. Then what we're going to do is just slowly kind of internally rotate our hips. So that's going to make your toes kind of point together here. You're not going to go your full motion yet, because as we go throughout, you're going to try to increase that. Once you're here, the next step is we're going to dorsiflex or pull our feet and toes towards us and in some. So you already start to feel probably a lot of tension along this backside. So now we're maintaining this. We're just kind of holding that. And now we're going to key in our upper body. So we're going to put our hands straight up. We're going to pull our arms kind of into wrist extension. And then you're going to externally rotate your hands and get your toes kind of pointed, or your fingers pointed towards your toes. And like I'm doing the Spider-Man web shooter, right? So I'm here. I'm feeling like I'm pushing this right now up towards the ceiling. I'm pushing my feet up towards the ceiling, my head, and everything. I want to feel like I'm going towards you guys, so away from the wall. Now the last step here is we're going to try to go down as far as we can while maintaining that position. So here I'm able to maintain all that and keep my thumbs touching the floor. What I would do in this position, while I'm still trying to maintain all this, right, is I would do 2 breaths, like a 2 count of breaths in, and breathe out on a 4 count. So it'd be trying to maintain all of those angles we mentioned earlier. We're going to try to hold this position for at least 1 minute. So if you can go a little bit more, that's great too. If your arms can't go quite here, let's say this one's touching but this one's up, I want you to bring your left one back up and match that. Don't just do one opposite. And again, remember, we're pushing out here, trying to do our chin tuck, pushing up, and then deep breath. Now, different people will feel this in different areas of the posterior chain. For me right now, a lot of it's behind my knees, so maybe some tightness in that area. To get out of this, what Davey do is bring arms up and just kind of relax them. I want you to move kind of slowly out of it. Kind of undorsiflex your feet, then let them slowly kind of rotate out. Because you got to think, we've just had the whole back side of our bodies under a ton of tension. So we want to like ease out of it and not kind of like snap the rubber band. Once that feels okay, then we can kind of go back on our side. You might have to get your bearings here for a second, and then you can come back up. So that is called the L5-S1 ELDOA, so it's targeting a lot of the lower back. or a posterior chain fascial stretch. It can be a great thing if you're dealing with a lot of low back tightness, hip tightness, or if we hear people have issues touching their toes. This could be a great one to add to your routine. So give it a try. Drop in the comments, what it feels like to you, where you feel it at. Just kind of give us a little feedback there. And if you have any specific medical questions, reach out as well.